All right. Next, I'm very excited to introduce Michael Buckley from Cadence. Cadence is a company that you have seen with techsytalk before. These companies are changing so fast and doing so many amazing things. So we're going to let them have the opportunity to share what they're all about. Don't forget to stay engaged in the chat. Let us know what questions you have and what you think as you're watching it. We like to see the oohs and the ahs are always great. Michael, thank you so much for joining today.
Thank you so much for having us. Great to see you, Liz.
Of course. So I want to let you guys dive in. I say the same thing at I really need to like mix it up. I'm going to let you dive in. I'll share your slides. Let me know when you want me to move them and then I'll jump back on.
Perfect. Thank you.
All right, cool.
So with Cadence, our focus is to experience every moment. And for us, events are filled with incredible moments that could truly change your life. It may be the person that you meet that becomes a friend for life, a business partner, maybe even a lover. You may learn something or an idea gets sparked or inspiration occurs that can change your life. A company that you meet may have the product or service you've always been looking for. Our platform's focused on empowering event organizers to be able to focus on the content and the experiences and not event management and logistics. And the outcome of this is that experiences occurring all across your event that your attendees will remember for the rest of their lives. For the next slide, one way we go about this is that all your events are in one platform. That's how are we going to empower organizers to focus on content and experiences, not event management. It's that all your events are in one platform in which your users, your customers, your speakers, your companies, your brand, all of your configurations and stuff are at the account level for you to use across each and every event you do. So every time you do an event, it becomes easier and easier. You can have event templates that you use as default. You can duplicate and copy events so that when you are adding in your attendees, your speakers, your companies, it's with ease and they don't have to fill the information in over and over again. It is intended to be seamless for you and your audience to focus on what really matters when you're putting on a world-class event. The next area that we are able to kind of go about this empowerment for organizers is through 20+ features. We've been ideating and crafting this platform for over 6 years now, and we listen deeply to every single customer, partner, and attendee to learn the needs and the use cases. And this has led to over 20 features that cover the range of almost every use case, ranging from the different session formats of main stage, breakouts, workshops, webinars, trainings, social events, or networking with conversation and community, appointment scheduling for business meetings and sponsor activation, your exhibit halls and virtual booths for the sponsors and partners and companies to really get their return on investment, material distribution for learning and development, customers and leads engagement directly tied to your CRM or marketing automation, easy communication for you to your audience and your audience back to you. And this year in particular, we've been focusing on integrating lots of experiences in so that it is one seamless experience for your attendees and yourself. And you can be putting in amazing fundraising platforms, photo booths, games, closed captionings, language translation, studio platforms, so that for you and for your audience, one single platform that you have to worry about. For us, in the next aspect, what Ryan mentioned too is the branding. It's the look and feel, right? So having a single platform across every device with a website, native iPhone app, native Android, native iPad app, in that every experience that you've ever dreamed of in these 20+ features, the single most important thing is that it looks and it feels like your event. So a modern, beautiful event platform that brings the energy, the excitement, the hype, and the storytelling that truly makes the event feel special and come across as your event, not Cadence's event. Other thing that's one of the most passionate aspects of all of our team members and what we talk with all of our customers about is connecting people. And we don't mean this just in regards to like connecting people together. We're talking about like truly curating and personalizing the event experience for the attendee, learning their topics of interest across events to recommend the people to connect with, the groups and the conversations to be a part of, the companies to visit, the content to consume, the sessions to attend. That is the value to the attendee, where they feel like they are getting the most out of attending your event, which of course is incredibly valuable and the most important thing for an event organizer as well too. Once people are connected, they can then direct message each other, video chat with each other, have social spaces of conversation that can also be scheduled within your schedule. And then they can create and schedule meetings and appointments with themselves too, all in the interest of really connecting people together, sparking conversation and connecting them to the experiences that you've created. The next item, when we started Cadence, I wanted to learn the ins and outs of SaaS business. And I had seen quite often from great thought leadership, you don't want to have services because you can't scale to a global level. But I don't think you can truly help an organization create these experiences, or help a community grow, or help an event organizer bring their dream event without us offering services to help ideate and bring it to reality together. Event planning was already one of the most stressful jobs in the world. We want to alleviate that stress, bring relief and feeling of control and confidence in this incredible experience that you're about to put on. So our team is here for you and your attendees to be able to experience every moment. Lastly, people often ask me, like, why as the CEO do you do so many inbound sales demos? Or why do you lead customer success for many events? And it's because I want to learn the ins and outs of every single one of these use cases for all these different event types across the world, and lean into what my greatest strength is to hear what needs are and know how to translate it into incredible product design and product creation. But also for me in 2020, there was nothing I've ever done more rewarding in my career than talking to 1,000+ customers, partners, and attendees, getting to talk to people across the world to learn their use cases and their event types, to then start to understand everything about like university events with commencements, reunions, trainings, or association meetings that are marketplace driven, or exhibitors, or company events that are all about learning and development and communication, festivals where there's so much of the amazing artists and the conversation in the communities that get generated, customer engagement events for tech companies like your Salesforce Dreamforces, which also have all these incredible use cases, right? And this has led to just being able to work with some of the best government agencies, social impact organizations, universities, retail companies, tech companies. We feel truly blessed. It feels surreal. We don't take any moment for granted, and love getting to learn and bring these experiences together. So lastly, I'd just love for you to come visit us. Either start building your event, because there's Cadence for free as well too that a lot of people use, or free trials of any of the paid licensing. Schedule time to meet with myself or anyone on the customer success team to ideate about your events. And then for any partners out there that want to learn more about our partnerships and referral program too, love the partners because they have so many ideas and use cases and as well too. So really excited for what we're bringing to the world, and cannot wait to speak with a lot more of you as well.
Awesome. Thank you so much. We're seeing some comments about, how great the platform looks. Please keep your questions coming in. We do have their website on the screen, so I guess I don't have to put that comment on there as well. But if you guys have questions, please send them in. I just want to take I have a few, of course, but I want to start with where you ended, which is this free piece that I think, every planner kind of perks up when they hear that they can try something for themselves. I see Cameron saying, he prefers to see the UI and the UE during this. Something that every planner kind of needs to experience is like, what does this look like? We haven't heard anyone yet today, I don't think, say that you can just go and try it for yourself. So tell us a little bit more about that.
Yeah, well, two things. One, I really wanted to be able to help. One, people use it for like family trips, group trips. People use it for like their birthdays, celebrations, but then also people that are looking to create a community, right? And being able to, this is obviously a lot important in person. What people are doing virtually is Zoom meeting and Zoom webinar is a fantastic platform, right? So just embed those into Cadence so that you can have the beautiful event experience of the schedule, the conversations, the connections, the networking, the material distribution, notifications, all for free.
Absolutely. Now, of course, it's not literally all for free. There are some upgraded services. So can you tell us a little bit about pricing and packages? And again, it doesn't have to be the numbers exactly, but just structure.
Sure. Yeah. So there's a free version. There's a premium version, which tends to be your smaller events that are in the $5,000 range. Then there's a premium pro events, which are like your large conferences or large events that are multiple days, unlimited sessions, unlimited tracks, unlimited concurrent sessions. And that's $15,000. And we have a Cadence Cares program, which is 50% off for all nonprofits, social impact events, and universities. And then we also have a wonderful bundled discount packages and unlimited event annual contracts too, which people love because it's, just set it and forget it, and then to create as many events as you'd like across the.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense for a lot of organizations. Now, everyone knows I'm a fan of StreamYard. I use it for a lot of things, but I really like what you guys have with Symphony. You didn't get to talk too much about it, so I'd love for you to dive in a little bit there and tell people about the competitive advantage you have with your own kind of built-in streaming platform.
Sure. Well, I think one aspect is that it, again, is kind of all an integrated single experience for the speakers, the moderators, the hosts, the attendees. So they are all in the same place together, which is a huge component of feeling that conversation and that energy, and being able to change formats at any point. Panel view, spotlighted presenters with content, or just content. And those contents could be pre-recorded videos, presentation slides, PDF materials, podcasts, embedded experience in like Miro or photo booths. There's so many different things that you could also embed in a StreamYard broadcast, for instance, like we're on now too. So being able to kind of have all those different controls for the moderator and the hosts all within one platform, which also happens to look very beautiful too.
Yeah, I mean, I think that user interface is so important, and that social piece, where you mentioned that, there's the interaction and you're creating these conversations, but it all looks very beautiful, which helps people, navigate a lot easier. Navigation is really important. Just knowing how to kind of poke around is, a lot of people have challenges with that. You can have the best virtual platform, but if they get lost as soon as they get there, it doesn't really help too much.
Yeah, I like saying it as you might have an amazing store, right? And inside is incredible product. But if the store is difficult to get into and not very appealing to look at, no one's going to be inside to actually buy that product, right? When you're like a retail shop. Same thing here. Yeah. You can have the best content, the best event, but if it's not easy to get into and it doesn't look beautiful, people often don't want to join the event either.
Yeah. So tell us about that process. Is there registration involved, or how does it work that a person gets from buying a ticket or signing up for the event into the portal? Because I think that is a very important experience for planners to be evaluating.
Sure. Yeah. When you, upon registration, obviously that they're then registered attendees, but it's at your choice when you want to welcome your audience in, because maybe you want to open up registration 90 days before, but 2 weeks before or a month before you want to welcome them in. So when you welcome your audience in, what we recently launched, which is getting amazing feedback, is single click access. So when you receive the email, just one click immediately into the event, authenticating their email, so they don't have to worry about username and password, which has been great feedback. And then then the attendees immediately in there with the kind of curated experience starting to begin, linking to all the things the organizers created.
Yeah, that's perfect. And then can you just tell us a little bit about what you wish planners knew when they come to you? I think that's a question that a lot of event tech companies wish they could kind of broadcast a message to planners and say, you should know X before you come to us, or you should stop doing Y. Is there anything that you want our audience of planners to be aware of when they come to Cadence to experience what you guys can offer?
I think the number one thing is actually all the feedback that they've given us, in that when you have a platform that has this many incredible experiences, I only know what I know. So please help guide me when I sign up as to everything that is possible for me to dream big and be able to use all these incredible features. So we're very focused on that based on that feedback, so that the second you do sign up, you are guided into everything that you could possibly ever want to know about putting on a dream event. Yeah.
Now, Wendy has an important question. We really should be asking this of everyone. Tell us about security on the platform.
Sure, multiple. We began as an enterprise events platform, so with enterprise level security. So some aspects in just login, either being single sign-in authentication, two-factor authentication, where you'd like to from the login perspective, all entirely hosted on AWS, distributed in the US and the EU, so for the EU, based out of Switzerland. Then there are many other aspects of security that probably can't get into today too, but always feel free to reach out, and we have some wonderful security, all the documentation for you as well too, for any deeper inquiries you have.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for your time, Michael, today. Definitely go to eventcadence.com, everyone. Check it out, schedule a consultation, dive in and figure it out yourself using some of their free tools. And we really appreciate you sharing all the things that you're working on. I really like the platform, so I'm glad everyone can learn about it.
Thank you so much.